Hi everyone! In this video, I will talk about control environment. But before that, let's take a look about the internal control. Internal control will help the company to run efficiently, to achieve its goal, to protect its asset, and to ensure reliable accounting. So, this 5 is the component of internal control. But in this video, I will go through for control environment only. Control environment is about the people on the top, which is the CEO, CFO, top management, senior manager, and others. It is about their attitude, their ethical value in internal control. The attitude of top management is about their actions, policies, and procedures that they must follow. In the real case of Wells Fargo Bank, the story is about the manager of the company demand the employee to meet sales quota, so it's okay for the employee to do the illegal work as long as they get to meet the sales. A lot of pressure and the unrealistic target coming from the top. People on the top who supposed to running the internal control put a lot of pressure to the employees. So now, how auditor can learn about the management attitude? This 5 is the answer. Let's take a look one by one. First is about management philosophy and operating style. Firstly, look at the 3 graph above. We never know how can we measure the management philosophy. Because of that, how manager behave is important, because this is gonna influence how the employee behave. If the top manager behave like A, then the employees also will behave like A. That's why the control environment is the tone of the top. How the company from the top, how they think about the internal control. If manager think it's important, then employees are not going to do or commit any illegal or dishonest and unethical act. In the case of Wells Fargo Bank, the manager push and give pressure to the employees. So, the employees might commit aggressive action to meet those unrealistic sales. Because of that, if the company really understand about the management philosophy and operating style, it could give the auditor a good sense of the management attitudes towards internal control. Next, let's go to the integrity and ethical value. Our performance and the target that the company give is reasonable and realistic or not. In the case of Wells Fargo Bank, their employees commit the dishonest and illegal act by opening fake account and charge people fees after get pressure from the top management. So this is very unethical and don't have any integrity at all. Next, if the employee do the unethical and dishonest work, are they being fired or disciplined or not? If not, so the management don't have the integrity and ethical, because they're gonna encourage other people to commit fraud or unethical work because they might think that it's okay for them to do that. Lastly, about the reaction that companies show when they receive about the bad news of the company. Is it they will look at the bad news as an opportunity to improve or otherwise? All those things that I said before will tell the auditor about the company's sense of internal control. Next is about the commitment to competence. Competence is the knowledge and skills necessary to accomplish tasks that define an individual job. Do management hire relatives and friends to work? Yes, nothing wrong with it, as long as they're competent and they have the skills. But company must know that they have the policies and the procedures to hiring people. This is because they must hire the trustworthy and competent people to work with them. Even though the company have found someone that trustworthy and competent, but the company must always monitor the people because people do change. Next is about the BOD or Audit Committee participation. BOD, Board of Directors. These are the people who are elected by shareholder. BOD is supposed to running the company by selecting the CEO and CFO. BOD should be independent. This is because they are someone that must look over the shoulder of management on behalf of the stakeholder. BOD also have to make sure that management implement the internal control in the company. Audit Committee. Audit Committee must be independent of management. He is the one who maintain an open communication with internal and external auditor. Audit Committee also who the one that hired the external auditor, and he is the one also to approve the non-auditing service. Lastly, the Audit Committee must be competent. They must have enough knowledge about things that they should know about, such as they must able to read the financial statement or financial report. Lastly is an organizational structure. The proper organizational structure will give you proper accountability. With an organizational structure, we can know about the job responsibility. The auditor can refer to the organizational structure if anything happens. So, those are the things that tells you about the control environment. Those also tell the auditor how well is the tone on the top. Control environment tell you a lot about the company because it's going to cover everything else of the control, called tone on the top. Back to the case of Wells Fargo Bank, the tone on the top was not good and it went all the way down to the employees who are work there. So, that's all about the control environment. Thank you!